Hi everybody, it's Grant for Local Scraper, and today I'm going to talk a little bit about the single proxy provider option that is now part of the program, and one of the companies I'm currently testing out for this service. The company is StormProxies. There's the link to the README page. You can use that link. And what I'm currently testing is the dedicated IP rotating proxies. These seem to be working okay. I think you might get better results with the residential IPs, but they're a little more costly, and I wanted to test the service first. So if you want to just give it a go, you can start here and go to the dedicated IPs, click Buy Now. What I am using right now is this little cheap $14 a month package. It says maximum 10 threads, 1 access IP. That means you'll only be able to use it from one computer, one internet connection. And oddly enough, on the README on the proxy page, it says you cannot use 10 connections if you have 10 threads. So really this package is half that. So 5 threads in the program is this little testy package. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to move up to this 41, and I'm going to be using that from now on. So if you buy any of these, it'll take you through a checkout page. You can pay through PayPal. It's a subscription. You can cancel it through PayPal, and they'll take care of everything. So once you're done with all that, you'll want to log in. When you log in, you'll be taken to a page like this. What we need to do here is there's no username and password, so all we have is the IP authorization in this section. So what we need to do is delete these and enter in our IP address of the computer that's going to be using the proxies in the scraper. If it's the same computer you've logged this in from, they actually give us our IP address up here at the top. The thing is that the website gives it to us twice with a comma right here in the middle, so it's repeated. So what you need to do is just copy this bit up until the first little comma there, and control and paste into there, and click Save Settings. And it says done. It'll take about 15 minutes. So you're good to go there. You're now authorized to use it in the program. The thing we need to do now is we need to make our proxy file. So I've tried worldwide. It worked okay, but I think it gets a lot of blocks if you're trying to scrape Yelp in particular. I don't think Yahoo and the other websites really care all that much. But you can mess around with this. You could try worldwide. You could try USA only. Just, see what works best for you on the site you're trying to go. Okay, now what we're going to use is this main gateway. And if you come down here, it says the main gateway changes the IP address with every connection. And you see the number of threads for harvesters should not exceed 25% of the ones allowed for your account. That's what I was talking about before. So since we paid and it says 10 threads, that means we can't actually go higher than 2.5 threads in the program. So really you need to buy the bigger package unless you're going to use 1 or 2 threads in the program. But again, they said it was for testing, and that's exactly what we've been doing. So these ones you can kind of ignore, these other gateways. What they do is if you connect to this, it won't change your IP on every connection. It changes it every 15 minutes. This is for if you need a site that needs to, like if you logged into some sort of Facebook or something, Facebook doesn't want your IP address changing every page you load. So we're not going to use those. The thing you want right here is this main gateway. It changes depending on the thing you pick here sometimes. But yeah, we'll go with that. What we're going to do is we're going to copy this IP address. We're going to open Notepad, just normal Windows Notepad. We're going to paste it in there. File, save it as whatever you want. Single proxy list kind of thing. Put it somewhere where you know where it is. Okay, and then we should be done here. Now what we do is we come over to Local Scraper. We need to check Use Proxies. We do not check Test Proxies. There is no way to test this service. because every connection is a different proxy and it'll get us nowhere. There is no username, there is no password, we don't set those. You do need to click set proxy file and tell it where this is, this little tiny one-line list text file you made. Tell that where it is, and then you need to check use single proxy down here. Okay, once you do that, you can go through the program like you normally would. As we saw, we can only use can't use more than 25% of our 10 threads. So up here we have to go and max out at 2. And then what you would do is you would enter in the rest of your information and just scrape away. Now the benefit to this over proxies is that they claim that they're giving you access to 70,000 proxies, which I don't even know how much money that would cost if you tried to do that through Proxy Bonanza. So what you're doing is you're paying for a service that allows you access to more proxies for a cheaper price rather than having to pay per proxy. Now the only thing I found is that it's a tiny bit too good to be true, in that they give you access to 70,000 proxies, but they're not always the best or fastest proxies. So the local scraper program has had to include a system where it will continuously retry to load the page if it gets blocked. The program won't tell you it's doing it because I can't flood the log with thousands and thousands of like failed, but it goes incredibly fast reconnecting to this same IP that we've put in this text file over and over and over and over again until it actually finds one that isn't blocked, and then it proceeds to the next step. And then it'll be like block, success, and then block, success, and so on. So it may take longer than running normal proxies as well. I don't know if that'll change if you buy the bigger package and the more threads. It should cycle through their giant list of proxies much faster. But so far it's been working pretty well. This might be the future of the program, considering how badly some of the sites are getting with their anti-scraper protections and how quickly they've been catching our proxies. So, for example, Proxy Bonanza, you paid for 25 proxies. You tested them. It turned out half of them were already blocked by Yelp. So you're already down. If you pay for these people instead, you have, 70,000 proxies. Well, what are the odds 70,000 will be blocked by Yelp? I mean, a large portion will be, but eventually you'll hit ones that should work. So I think that's about it. If you have any questions about this, you can email me, support@localscraper, and let me know how it's working out for you. Okay?